We've had some quick ones. We've had a lot of 215s and 220s, and I think the umpire kind of sensed it a little bit. He was kind of trying to do things, switching balls in a hurry, and I don't know if he was trying to set his all-time personal best, but anyway, it was obviously a pitcher's duel, a Friday night Pac-12 deal, and we killed him 1-0. I think the real good news is we were going to take Tommy out either way, and the fact that we scored a run on a wild pitch, I think the game rewarded him for how well he pitched. The other kid pitched really well as well.
He's had some tough luck losses, though, where he's given up 1 or 2 runs.
Yeah, including the SC deal, where he had one inning get away from him, pitched really well. And, in this conference, if you can be a pretty good pitcher and have a 500 record if you're a Friday guy. And it's kind of been Tommy, 7-5 last year, I think his record was, and pitched awfully well for us, and kind of a bulldog Friday guy, not necessarily a shutout kind of guy, but I hope he gets a lot of those fortuitous victories, but he definitely deserved it tonight.
How good did you think he was?
I think he's been sharper. There's a term called miss and middle, where you miss or throw the ball right down the middle, and that's been a little bit of his bugaboo when he was not going well, that he'd miss for balls or throw the ball fat. His misses tonight were on the other side of the plate sometimes, or what I called, but the areas that he got the ball, even though it was a miss, were good areas for a pitcher. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but they weren't down the middle.
Their guy threw the ball pretty well, too. Were you happy with the at-bats that you guys got? Or do you think that there was something they could have done to maybe challenge him a little bit more?
Yeah, maybe we try to go to the inside game, even though their third baseman was taking it away a lot. Try to do something to disrupt him. He was in what we call dial-up pitch. He had, once again, 3 pitches going. I don't know why we're so lucky that, the SC guy, Strahan, had not been, his numbers were not good, and came in and had a really good game, and this kid's numbers were not great. And in fact, his coach said he's been throwing the ball really well, but he hasn't been pitching very well. I thought he pitched, threw the ball well, had good stuff, and pitched really well. So I don't, when a guy's going that good, there's not a whole lot you can do except for maybe cut down a few of the strikeouts, maybe, and then errors might show up.
What was going through your mind when Coach Oldman gave the go sign on the wild pitch for Catalano?
Oh, I thought it was the right deal. Of course, he ended up being safe, but with 2 outs there, you got to go for it. And at that point, I was just rooting for another run. Maybe we get a 2-0 lead.
What were you thinking when they bunted for the first hit of the game, the 5th, for them?
Oh, it's too early in the game to think no-hitter, and that's kind of a crummy way to get your first hit. I'm one that, I know in Major League Baseball, people get booed in the 6th or 7th if the guy's got a no-hitter going. It's really kind of not the nature of the game, but I would not be offended if a team bunted if I had a guy throwing a no-hitter in the 8th and 9th inning. It's part of the game, especially in a 0-0 game. It would be one thing if it was a 9-0 game and you did drop one down, but I thought it was a good bunt by the kid, and I wasn't thinking Tommy was going to throw a no-hitter.
Is Nick the guy in that situation you definitely want, or is he kind of the backup to Horton, the pitch run at first, I guess hit and run, but he gets the steal out of it at second?
Well, Hoffman hasn't been totally healthy. Hoffman's faster than him, and so Cat's a good aggressive base runner. If I'm not mistaken, I know we scored a run on a wild pitch in Hawaii to win a game on Friday, and it might have been Cat that did it. I'd have to go back and look, but anyway, Cat was the best available pinch runner in that point.